Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today I'm going to explain the movie called Hardcore Henry. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. On an airship, a guy awakens inside a laboratory. Estelle, a scientist, tells him that his name is Henry, that she is his wife, and that he has been resurrected after an accident that left him mute and amnesiac. She uses robotic prosthesis to restore his lost limbs, but mercenaries headed by the psychokinetic Akan attack the ship before she can replace Henry's voice. All of Estelle's research, according to Akan, is his business property. He assassinates Estelle's scientists, but Henry and Estelle escape in an escape pod and arrive in Moscow. The mercenaries pursue Estelle and kidnap her. Henry is saved by a stranger named Jimmy, who informs him that his cybernetic limbs are running out of power and that if he does not recharge them, he would die. Jimmy is assassinated by corrupt cops bribed by Akan, but Henry manages to flee. He's joined by Jimmy, who informs him that one of Akan's cronies, Slick Dimitry, has a charging pump that has to be recharged. Jimmy is killed once more as the two are attacked. Henry manages to flee and pursues Dimitry through Moscow before apprehending him. A shooter kills Dimitry just as he offers him information. Henry turns off the pump and gets a call from Jimmy, who tells him to go to a brothel. Henry meets two different Jimmys who take the place of his pump. Akan's men launch an attack on the brothel. Before ejecting Henry from the brothel, Akan teases Henry about Estelle, who is being escorted by an armored convoy. Outside, Henry runs into a different Jimmy, who whisks him away to Akan's convoy. Henry eventually tracks down Estelle and Akan, who murders him and buries him in the woods. Jimmy locates Henry and revives him, only to be bombarded by a tank. After murdering the tank crew and repelling a helicopter, Henry meets up with another Jimmy, who brings him to an abandoned hotel where Jimmy is hiding in a hidden laboratory. Jimmy, a quadriplegic scientist, confesses that he is seeking vengeance on Akan, who crippled him when his own cyborg super soldiers failed. He can control the other Jimmys because they are clones. With a strike force closing in, Jimmy realizes Henry has been unwittingly transmitting his location to Akan, and the clones attack Henry. While fending off Jimmy, Henry persuades him to assist. Henry and the clones fight their way out, collapsing the laboratory on Akan's men and killing them. Jimmy and Henry get in their car and drive to Akan's headquarters. Jimmy is mortally injured as they fight their way inside an elevator. Before dying, Jimmy praises Henry for his friendship and removes a memory blocker, allowing Henry's memories to gradually return. Henry fights his way to the top of the building, where he is met by Akan and an army of cyborg super soldiers who have access to Henry's memories. Henry is chased to the roof by the troops. The entire army is wiped out by Henry. When Akan arrives, he injures Henry severely. Estelle arrives shortly after that. The fact that Estelle was Akan's wife is disclosed. Everything that happened was a setup to test their capacity to persuade cyborg troops to do anything in order to rescue their wife. Henry passes out but is brought back to life by a memory of his father. When Henry catches up with Akan, he decapitates him. He climbs onto Estelle's helicopter and hands her Akan's head. Estelle assaults Henry, knocking her out of the chopper. Henry slams the door in her face, causing her to fall to her death.